and I burn it, but I'm not selling my soul. Hi, thank you for visiting my channels, and in this video I'd like to take the opportunity to clarify the reason why a piece of artwork is considered expensive or unaffordable, and also a little bit of highlighting on the issue of, despite the struggle, and why can't they give up on creating the artworks. The artwork I'm referring to is not the artworks that I'm sharing on my YouTube channels as the tutorial drawing techniques. No, it's my artworks that I'm creating, which you can visit my website or you can check on my Instagram account. There are many times that I like to take all my artworks, take them out of my studio, chuck them in the bin, or chuck them in a bonfire behind my back garden, because I get so frustrated and I felt that all the work that I've done meant absolutely nothing. I am sure many artists have experienced the same journey as I am, but it's not that easy just to give up. There's so many reasons behind it, because art is very personal. It's very, very personal. It's not something that you can easily just give up, and it's not something that you can easily just jumping in to do it. There are something that I like to say here. Despite it happened many times where I decided to just let me just burn them. It meant absolutely nothing. But then I felt to proceed to burn my artworks. That is because I couldn't resist for not looking at them. And each of that piece has emotional attachment to me, because I always have this strong memory. Creating them, it all means something. So it's not that easy for me to just put them in the bin, chuck them in the fire. It's not that easy. This is because when I go through certain kind of emotions, I like to draw. Emotion is affected by the surrounding, the past experience, the present moment, or the future, curiosity, anxiety about what happened next. Could be insecurity. When it comes to emotion, I don't think anyone can control it, but you can overcome it. When I go through that kind of emotional pace, I like to draw, because to me drawing is the process of drawing, the process of making my artworks. It's as though something that rescued me from being trapped in the maze, or rescue being lost in a deep void. So it is very personal. I also like to think that drawings to me is from my own experience, my personal experience, I really believe that drawing is a way of communicating the emotions. And emotion to me is the language of the soul. The language of the soul of a personal being. It's really, really hard to describe it. It is because the communication of the soul, it is really ambiguous to comprehend verbally. So I really believe that any form of artworks, but for mine, drawings is the closest way to communicate that emotions. Now I like to take a look at the price. Over the years we have heard of people always said why artwork is so expensive. I agree, but I don't think the term expensive is the correct word for that. I would say it's valuable. I like to think that a piece of artwork is considered expensive. It is because the potential buyers hasn't got enough money to buy it, or in the most case scenario, money is spent on something that is much more considered as priority, and the artwork itself is considered as a luxury. And the expensive or artwork, I'm not referring to masterpieces by the grandmasters of the past centuries or the current well-known artists. I'm simply referring to the artworks as a whole. And in general, most artwork are expensive. There are many reasons why artwork is expensive, and which I like to highlight some of it. And I'm sure this is as I said before, my own experience. I'm sure artists out there like to see more or see otherwise. A piece of artwork isn't just a piece of a painting on a canvas or a sculpture or drawing on a paper. A piece of artwork is something beyond just the picture. Each of artworks, a piece of artwork is executed thoroughly, and only the creator or the artist experienced that, went through a lot of process, it has a starting point, a sketch, the reason for it, the story behind it, and of course the executions. I like to see a piece of artwork is an incarnation of a soul or emotion of the creator or an artist that is translated into a piece of drawings, a piece of painting, or a piece of sculpture. Furthermore, each of an artwork is a limited edition, will be only one. It cannot be created multiple times, providing it is not reproduction of it. But the one creating, you cannot be repeated because all handmade. You're going through a journey, diving through that really, really emotional journey to create them into a piece of picture or sculpture. And each of the piece has its own story that can only be narrated by the creator itself to bring that work to life. Now the question is, why the price of artwork is super expensive? Let's look at the simple reason behind all this. Suppose, from my experience, suppose I create 2 pieces of artwork per month. The best I could do would be 2 pieces per month. Suppose I sell one, cost for £1,000, right? Suppose my price tag is £1,000 per piece. How much could I sell in a year? The best I could sell, which is impossible, suppose I sell 12 pieces per year. That will give me gross profit of £12,000 without deducting my material, deducting my the gallery fee or creator's fee. Basically, even without the deduction of that, £12,000 a year income as an artist is not possible to live in City of London. You have to pay your expenditure, bills. If you got a mortgage, you have mortgage to pay. You got to pay your food. You get to pay your daily needs. All of that. So £12,000 is not enough. And realistically, there is no many artists could sell 12 pieces per year, from my understanding, unless you're a super top artist, well-known artist. But you have got this period where you can just keep on selling. But most artists that I know, including myself, it's impossible. You cannot sell artwork for 12 pieces per year. There's no one would sell the artwork like selling crisp, or no one would buy artwork like buying crisp or sandwiches. It's just impossible. Now, moving from £1,000 per tag, suppose hypothetically speaking here, suppose my price tag of each my artwork is £5,000, right? Realistically, how many could I sell in a year? Suppose I sell 3 pieces per year, the most. That will give me a gross profit of £5,000. I have to pay 30% gallery fee. That give me 3,500 return, and 1,500 to the gallery or the art creator. And 3,500 times 3, how much that is? That will be 10,500. And most artists, we have to do other job. I will do other job to survive. Money, we need it. Yes, we do need the money. Money is a fuel to keep us going, to keep us practicing our creativity. a simple fact, no deny about that. There is no need to have an excellent at mathematics to understand the basic or to fathom the struggle of being an artist and the price that is considered as too expensive. Now, in closing, for myself, I will stand by my principle, but there are many artists also that I will encourage. Please do not sell your artwork at a very cheap price for the sake of selling. It's not going to work. I understand each one of us has our own circumstances, but I would not encourage anyone to sell their artwork at a cheaper price. I'd rather not sell my works. I'd rather keep each one of them in my studio, and I would do any other job out there to survive, to pay my bills. And when the time has come, taking everything into consideration, when the time has come, I mean emotionally, that I'm ready to gather each piece of my works that no longer has emotional attachment to me, I will pile them together, chuck them in the bin, or I will make a bonfire behind my garden and I burn it. But I'm not selling my soul. I mean, you're more than welcome to comment. I would more than welcome to disagree with me. But this is from my own experience, from my own belief. If you do disagree with me, you do not hesitate to comment at the comment button below. And if you do like my videos, don't forget to support and subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Thank you very much.